Do you actually have true peace of mind in relationship if you feel the need to check your partner's phone?
But if you're always online and I cannot tell what you're doing,
Exactly.
maybe you're not really meant for me.
Then, so do you feel safer knowing you can track your loved one's location?
People don't people will not talk about something you've not shared. If
Not.
you are going to overshare online, you need
Mm-hmm.
to have a very thick skin. If you don't, keep it in your gallery. Thank you. I don't like to check my partner's phone
Phone.
or anybody. I don't like because I feel like when I check, I'll see what I'm looking for. Yeah, sometimes it migrates from even safety concern to something else.
Something else,
So I
exactly.
really don't check.
Have you ever experienced a moment where technology actually came true for you?
Faith Ifoma Obuna is a digital strategist, storyteller, and community builder who knows how well to turn brands into unforgettable experiences. She's all about sparking engagement, creating loyal communities, and making an impact in the digital space. In this episode of Always Connected, Always Protected, how modern tech safeguards relationships and keeps us safe. Faith dives into how modern technology keeps us safe and strengthens relationships. From digital boundaries to online security, she's got the insights you need to stay protected in a hyper-connected world. Do not miss this for anything else.
Hi everyone. Hello Stone Circle fam. Welcome back to Stone Circle Podcast where we talk safety and preach peace of mind. I'm your host Jennifer and today we are going to be diving into a conversation that affects every single one of us. That is how modern technology is shaping our future, our safety, how it's shaping our relationships and overall how it's shaping our sense of security. For today, we our topic for today is always connected, always protected. How modern technology safeguards relationships and keeps us safe. So, before we get started, if you haven't seen the previous episode of Stone Circle podcast, you are missing out. We are always encouraging you to go back and see those episodes because we are tackling online. We've tackled online scam. We've tackled gossip, toxic gossips. We've tackled dangers of oversharing in relationships. So go catch up on the previous episodes. You won't regret it. All right, moving on. Joining me in the studio today to tackle today's topic is our ever loving, ever loyal, and ever beautiful Faith. Let's say hi to Faith, guys.
Hi guys, hi. My name is Faith, and I'm here again. I was here in the very first episode, and I can promise you that episode was fire because I was
Yep.
there. And to be here, and
Okay.
to
Okay.
Jennifer and the team for inviting me once again.
Okay. Okay. So Faith was actually one. Okay, she was actually the first ever guest we had on Stone Circle podcast since Stone Circle began. Faith was our first guest. Like it's been a long ride with Faith. She has been so loyal, so supportive, and anytime we've called on her, she comes through for us. So let's just give a round of applause for Faithy. So today we are guessing that she's bringing that ginger, that vibe, and everything she gave us, and more from the previous episode for this particular episode. So, Faith, let's go into it. So, for today, we are talking about relationship security, modern technology, how we can secure you in your relationships. So we are always connected, but then are we truly protected?
Hmm,
Yeah.
talking points.
So technology has changed how we interact. It has changed how we trust, how we, safeguard ourselves and our loved ones to break it all down. I have Faith here to do that with me. So let's go into it. So does having instant access to your partner, um, you know, bring true peace of mind? Instant access to your partner, does it bring true peace of mind? Let's start from there.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it does. I think it does. Having that sense of connection, that you're always connected to your person, helps a lot. Especially in this age and time where it feels like you need to just find your person.
Yeah.
Do you get? So being connected to your person helps. That's actual peace of mind. If you have
Instant
somebody.
access, like
Yeah.
even when they are not there, like it doesn't take more than a call or
Yeah. It's just like let's take life scenario for instance. Sometimes you may be having like a very rough day and you just want to rant to somebody.
yeah.
And imagine you call your favorite person and it says the number you're trying to call is unreachable. You'll feel very devastated. You'll feel bad. Some people can take their life. But no, I think that's extreme. But having instant access
Access.
to people, it helps a lot.
So it does not create like more expectations and it does not lead to more expectations and overthinking at
Ah,
some point.
in all honesty, I think it can lead to overthinking because sometimes especially when you're that kind of person that is an overthinker, somebody like me, I'm chill. If I
Okay.
call you, don't pick, it's fine. Yeah, but I feel like sometimes it may lead to things like that. If you are very nonchalant about things, you let it go. But if you're an overthinker, you start thinking, is it with 10 other babes?
Yeah.
That's you and what your head is telling you.
So is checking up on your loved ones a safety measure?
It is definitely. I try to call. I don't really call my siblings that much because I obviously chat to them, a lot, but I try to call my parents like 3, 4 times a day.
Faith, your siblings, your parents. What about your boyfriend? Is checking up on you, your boyfriend a safety measure?
This question, ask God.
Is
But yeah,
it a
it
safe-
is. It
It
is.
is.
It is.
Exactly. It's a very simple question. It's a yes or no
Yeah, it
question.
is.
It is. So, does it sometimes feel like an invasion of privacy?
And if you're in love with me, I don't think it will feel like an invasion of
Where's the line?
privacy.
Where's the line?
I feel like you draw the line when it becomes too disturbing because obviously these people have their lives to live. I have my life to live. You have your life to live. I don't expect that every day. No, no, obviously you call me every day. You call me
Obviously,
every day, but I don't expect that
every
every
minute.
minute you're calling me, you're texting me, you're
Some
disturbing me
people
with
actually
your
do.
ah. People are trying.
That's
Love is
right.
not easy.
It's not easy. So there should be a line. Where is that
Yeah.
line? Where's the line? So
I draw the line from trying to be intrusive sometimes. Do you get? There are some details that people may not be open to sharing. So if you are very, very intrusive, like it's nice. Relationship people always want to know what is happening
yeah,
and
where
what are
you
you up
are.
to, what your manager said to you, the tea and the drama in your workspaces or whatever you do. But at the same time, there are some things that you shouldn't ask me about. What's your business or whatever?
What's your business?
Yeah, but
Okay, okay. We'll shall get all those things you are hiding from us. We shall get to that point.
I did
So
anything.
let's talk about the main topic for today. We are talking about modern technology and
Yeah.
safety. So let's talk about tech and then our personal safety.
Yep.
So are we really safe? That's the question we asking here. Are we really safe when it comes to technology? Is it really protecting us the way we expect it to? Is it doing the things that we expect from it? So the question that accompanies this is, do you feel safer knowing that you can track your loved ones location?
Mm.
Do you feel safer?
Okay, I think there are two questions in one.
Mhm.
The first one is if you think technology is doing enough.
Yeah.
So I feel like more can be done with technology. Innovation is if innovation is something that comes to mind every day. Do you get? People want to do new things, people want to do greater things, and more can be done with technology, especially in this part of our world. Yeah, I feel like we are doing too little. To be real,
Too little.
we are doing too little. We need to move
Move
things.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to move
Fast,
fast.
fast.
So I feel like with technology, there is a chance that we can be safer.
Yeah.
Do you get? Because I feel like technology in general makes life very easy.
Easy.
Do you get? So if we have like different arms, we have different people using technology to keep their loved ones safer. We can even have people in the police department, people in the security department
Yeah, doing
using
that.
technology to
Yeah.
protect people because
Yeah.
you cannot be an overseer in as much as you want to be. But with technology, you get all of the help you need. So yeah, I feel like with technology, life is easy, life
It's
is
simpler.
safer, life
Yeah,
is
I
simpler.
totally agree with you. We need to like buckle up like fast as possible
Yes, we
because
need to move with speed.
yes, adopt technology in everything we are doing because it's actually going to go a long way. I get to see movies, all these American movies and other movies, and they tend to display some kind of technology, some
Yes,
kind of smart innovations, and I'll be like, when
exactly.
is Nigeria going to get to this
We're
point?
getting there. We're getting
We
there.
just need to be fast. We are getting
Mm.
there. We are getting
You know,
there,
that kind of
but
technology set that can help witches fly faster. Once I do get there, I feel like we can do a lot of technology. Yeah.
that's crazy, man. We really need to buckle up. When someone in need of help,
Hmm.
someone is in an emergency situation,
Yeah.
and you have to make a call. What if the network is bad? What if you don't have airtime at that
Exactly.
point? What if your phone is low? So there
Yeah.
is no way for you to get help, or I'm just thinking like
Yeah,
a lot of
if we
things.
now bring it down to remote areas, where some of these
Yes,
things, some of the technology that we have in this part of the country, like some of the things that we access, you find some persons that still use like 3G network, 2G network, and they
exactly.
don't even have access to some of the things that we do already.
They
So
don't even know
yeah,
there is something called 5G or 3G. They don't even
exactly.
know.
So moving
Yeah.
fast, we need to even move further, faster. I don't know
Faster.
the word, but we need to.
Like buckle up. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally I agree. So do you feel safer knowing you can track your loved one's location?
Definitely. Most times when I'm going to unfamiliar places, or maybe I take an Uber and I feel like, oh, I don't really trust this Uber person, I try to share my
My
location.
location,
Or
yeah.
when I want to see somebody new, maybe a meetup, talk to somebody new, I try to share my location, and I know that my loved ones feel safer because they can track
Hmm.
my movement,
Yeah.
and I feel safer because I can track their movement. So it's really a cool stuff.
That location sharing is just something that I
It's
think
very
they
important.
need to invest in. Like the country needs to
Exactly.
invest in that technology, that innovation, because it can actually help to save a lot of people.
Yeah.
So when I was in the east, I used to say map Google Map does not
Mm.
work in the east.
Yeah.
That is how I saw it, because one, there was nothing like boats, rides,
Yeah.
and all this stuff. Even if you have a Uber driver, it has to be like a personal contact for you.
Yeah.
That
More
if
like
you
a
want to go,
cab.
yeah, a cab, you call the person, and the person needs to. Most time they don't even make use of location. The person is very
Yeah.
versatile. They know the routes and all this stuff. So I used to see it that location sharing
Mm.
is just a no-no in the east. So most times, say when you want to check for something, maybe you got an item and you're tracking it and you say,
Yeah.
okay, let me use my map. It's just so confusing. It's here in Lagos and maybe cities like Port Harcourt, cities like
Abuja.
Abuja,
Yeah.
that it actually shows you the
Mm.
things that you need to see. You enter your ride, you see the places you are passing to, you
Yeah.
see that
You know
this
if
is
it's
right.
following. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
this is right from
Exactly.
your map. So
Exactly.
I think location is a very, 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 very nice innovation that
Yeah.
needs to be invested in to make it like more stable
Yeah.
across the globe. So it's quite.
There was this time that a friend she shared with me, it was just something on top of her head,
Mhm.
and she said that that if it's possible to create a device that people can insert in themselves, like I don't know how that's going to work, but
Maybe
a
a chip,
device,
a chip,
yeah, like a device
a
that says
tracking device.
exactly. But she was talking in terms of kidnapping, like when they
Yeah,
kidnap people,
yeah.
you can tell that this is the exact place this person is. This one doesn't have to do with your phone or anything.
Yes,
Maybe
yes,
just something
yes.
that I can insert in myself,
Hmm.
and it tells my that's crazy,
I
man,
do
but
see those
it
things
makes
in
a
all
lot
these
of
foreign
sense.
movies. They
Yeah,
they insert some kind of chips in your body
but I don't think there's
and all
anything
this
like
stuff.
that that exists. It's just
Nah,
fiction.
I think it might exist too, but you never can tell. But
Let's pray for it.
one thing I know it actually exists is all these CCTV cameras, and I
Yeah,
know it helps them a lot.
exactly.
Those developed countries, it actually helps them because once someone is missing, from
Yeah,
this point to this point, there is about 10 cameras
yeah,
that could
exactly.
actually capture one of them,
All
might
the
captured.
routes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So all the nooks and crannies has these security cameras that are all
exactly.
linked to the legal people, the
Yeah,
police, the everybody. So
makes
if
sense.
someone is missing, it's very easy, track
Mm,
location. Where was this person seen last? They can even track your mobile, that the fact that once you buy a phone and get it registered,
yeah,
everything about you. is there. Like once they put in your number and try to look, I don't know how all those stuff
We
work,
have a
but
long way to
man,
go in summary.
I can't.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm watching those movies, I'm always like,
You're always intrigued.
when are we going to get there? This is the second
Very
time I'm
true.
saying
Very
this.
true.
So tell us, Faith, have you ever experienced a moment where technology has actually came true for you,
Like helped
saved you?
me,
Yeah,
saved me. I'm a good girl, so I don't really. It can be anybody, oh. It can be anybody,
you're
but
a good girl.
yeah,
Does danger ascertain the
it's
good girls?
anybody choose. But I'm just saying that I normally I'm always very careful. I think twice before I go to
Exactly. You are
certain
just a
spaces.
careful person.
Do you get? I'm a very careful person. I'm always alert. So
Uh,
I've not really had that scenario where technology saved me per se, but
mhm.
I've had situations where I've been very scared. Like I was traveling and somehow it was late in the night,
Yeah.
and this fear, hey God, what's going to happen to me? And I was just using the device to
Mm-hmm.
I was sharing my location, obviously. I got to where I was going safely, nothing
Mm-hmm.
happened, but the idea that I was able to share my location with somebody
Yeah.
made a lot of sense,
Mm-hmm.
and he gave them at the other end a sense of awareness,
Assurance.
assurance.
Yeah,
Yes, I
that
think
you are.
that's a better word. Assurance that, oh, that this person is moving safely.
Yeah.
And as at the time I got to where I got to, before I even texted my family that, oh, I'm here, they're like, you can see that you are there. Yes,
Exactly.
yeah.
I can understand. There are a lot of technology that are actually existing in
Mm-hmm,
Nigeria right now.
mm-hmm.
Modern techs like that can track your real time locations, that can do a lot of things.
Yeah,
Uh, this technology, maybe not just technology, like apps,
yeah,
softwares
yeah.
like Limestone that
Yeah,
actually,
limestone,
yeah,
yeah.
that you
Makes
can
sense.
actually like raise panics, raise alarm in case of any
Yeah,
emergencies, and people that are already connected to you can get help to you immediately they receive your
that makes
alarm.
a lot of
A lot of
sense.
them. So
Yeah.
let's not be looking towards that part.
Let's
We
not
know we
go
have
far.
we know we have a long
Before
way
we
to
go
go,
to
but
Shokoto,
yes,
something is in
let's
our
start from the
Shokoto.
ones that what
Yeah,
the
but I'm going to say that before we go to Shokoto, I mean Shokoto, something is in our Shokoto. So
exactly. Let's
limestone
start
is in
from
our
what is our
Shokoto.
Shokoto.
Yeah.
Let's start from there. Download the apps, get the softwares, and all the softwares that can actually help us
Help.
in
Yeah.
in times of needs, in times of emergencies. So yeah, that's for that. So you've never been in that kind of situation. They do that karaoke kind of thing. Okay, let's believe you.
Yeah.
So what's the balance between using technology for safety and becoming dependent on it?
Becoming dependent
Dependent.
on it.
Yeah, what's the balance? How do you find the balance? Because I know a lot of people, get obsessed easily that
Yeah.
because they are in for keeping themselves safe, they want to use technology, but then you see that it's turning
Mm.
into something else. He has all the gadgets in this world, he has all the safety tools in this world, man. So what's the
I think some people in general like normal get easily obsessed with certain things.
yeah.
We don't want to sound like a Nigerian parents now that say you're always pressing your phone,
It
you're always
was
on your phone. Do you get my point? But some people become like that, especially when they've had like a very traumatic experience
mm-hmm.
and they now have this awareness to be more careful, to do a lot of things, to get all the technology in the world.
Yeah.
They become maybe too obsessed with it. They want to always it becomes disturbing for the people at the other side,
Yeah.
like the people they are trying to notify. Imagine maybe nothing is really happening, but because of you're scared or you're too obsessed or you want to test your technology all the time, you keep using these things. It
Mm-hmm.
becomes disturbing for the people at
Yeah.
the other
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
So I think the balance for that would be get the right technology first of
Mm-hmm.
all. Try to get the knowledge you need or everything you need to know, like how to use this technology, when to use it, things like that. You could actually test it out for the first time,
Yeah.
but ensure that the person at the other end is aware that, oh yeah, I'm just testing this thing out for the
And not
first
just
time. Exactly. Don't take it as a toy.
it's
Eh?
a toy.
Don't use your panic alert button anyhow. But yeah, like there needs to be a balance.
Yeah,
But
before
then,
you raise alarm, just make
yeah,
sure
so
it's
there needs to be a balance. You cannot always want to use these things because you feel a certain type of way all the
yeah,
time.
yeah,
But there are some things that are glaring. For instance, if you enter like maybe a wrong bus today, if you bought a wrong bus today and you're hearing like different things like maybe they are speaking in very unfamiliar
languages,
languages,
yeah.
like communicating, giving themselves eye contact in a way that is funny. That is alarming.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? You are permitted to use some of these devices. It's not that maybe because you feel like the person sitting close to you is unkept and looks like that. Like
Yeah.
you just have the notion that this person looks like a criminal.
Uh,
And you are using
you're
your
already paranoid.
exactly. So
Exactly. Just
know when to use it and use it right.
yeah, true.
That's all I
I
have
I
to say.
have a I had a friend. She's foreign, so she usually carries these tasers
Mm.
with her.
Hey
So
God.
exactly, you know those tasers like you see in movies. She has it, and you don't just play with her anyhow. You
Mm.
can just touch her.
And she's
But
bringing it down.
I can understand her from the fact that she's she had that trauma
Yeah,
because she had something that happened to her, and
yeah.
she had to
That's
start
sad.
making use of it, and the fact that she's also in a foreign land and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So she even has this pepper spray. She has a lot of she
Everybody
has a lot of
is what's the word again?
nobody's trusted.
It's
Everybody's
trying
a
to take it.
suspect. Like once you don't just move around anyhow beside her, she will use her taser and
Yeah, you're
she
right.
like she will do it and deal with the consequences later. So
Exactly.
it's just to find a balance between that. I is a very very crucial
Yeah, it
something
is.
to do.
It is.
So let's go over to the trust factors of
Hmm.
does technology strengthen or weaken the trust factors? Let's come to the relationships, Congo.
Yeah.
So does sharing your password with your partner build trust, or does it, signal insecurity?
Hmm. This
Tell
relationship
us
talk.
about your partner,
This
Faith.
relationship
I
talk.
want to hear about your partner.
Guys, I'm innocent.
Yeah, innocent.
So I I don't know. I always like to be very plain and
Okay.
simple, but I'm going to be very honest with you. Sometimes when you share some of these things, like maybe you always share your location,
Yeah.
you always share your details, everything that concerns your existence, um it requires a lot of questioning,
Mm.
especially when you're in a relationship. If you're with somebody, they would always want to know why you're going to this particular location at this time. Do you get? But it's also very important to share for safety reasons. You may never know. Do you get? But at the same time, it's very hard. But if you're somebody that is very big on safety, I feel like you should
It's a necessity.
yes, you should always share.
So if your
Or
partner refuses to share their location with you, how would you feel?
are
Would you
you
feel
cheating?
unsafe?
Are
Oh,
you
okay.
cheating? Because no, it raises questions. Because
Okay.
the idea of being in a relationship is for you to be transparent as possible. You may never know. This thing may lead to marriage. Or some
Yeah,
persons are already
yeah,
married.
true.
You get? Imagine I'm married to you now. You're refusing to share your location. Don't come back home.
So there should be.
Don't come back home. Just remain in that location that you are. So yeah.
So the first thing facing is, are you cheating? Is it
Are you?
cheating? Are
Are you
you?
cheating?
But we are talking about safety. So I was going to ask you, would you feel unsafe? Would you raise suspicion, or would you, respect their privacy?
So
Would you see it as
I feel like
privacy?
currently now nobody shares their location for the most of the day.
Yes,
So what
yes.
people do is they give updates,
Updates, yeah.
and at a certain time they share their location, especially when they feel like, oh, I'm taking an
Okay,
Uber now. I don't know this
yeah.
person. I don't
I
feel
don't know
safe.
where I'm
Do you
going
get?
or where I'm
And we've heard
coming
funny
from.
stories too.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
get?
true.
So whenever they feel like it's getting to the point that they are feeling unsafe, they always want to share. So if you don't have to share all of your details from morning till evening, that's fine. Just give updates and share when necessary. If you're going to unfamiliar places, if you see somebody that is ugly in your boss, like not ugly, ugly, but I mean like with ugly looking character,
Yeah,
you feel like, oh, this person is going to harm
can
you,
you?
share your location. But if not, it's cool, it's chill.
So let's talk about this particular question right now is a very crucial one.
Yeah.
It has caused a lot of debates, a lot of drama, especially for women.
Mm.
So, do you actually have true peace of mind in relationship if you feel the need to check your partner's phone? Like, do you have true peace of mind? When you have that need. Some people, I don't, let me not just go into it. Let me hear what you
Mm.
have to say, then I can chip it then.
Thank you very much for that question. So yeah, the truth is The truth is, I don't like to check my partner's
Phone.
phone or anybody. I don't like because I feel like when I check, I'll see what I'm looking for. Yeah, sometimes it migrates from even safety concern to something else.
Something else,
So I
exactly.
really don't check. But for you that you are checking, I hope you find what you are
So
looking
for your
for.
peace of mind, you stay away.
Yes.
You don't even care if they are safe or if they are not safe. You don't even.
I feel like if they are safe, if I suspect that something is going on, because there was this time someone we knew, she was going through something and she wasn't sharing.
Yes.
So our husband was suspecting because she was always going outside to make like very funny calls. Like she was always hiding in a way.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
our husband was growing very suspicious. He shared with some members of the family and they suggested some things to him. So
Which
one day
included that she was actually cheating or something.
no, like it could be anything,
Yeah.
do you get?
Mhm.
But for love's sake, for trust's sake, he one day followed her to where she was having that conversation and he saw that somebody was threatening
Threatening
her
her, oh,
and getting money from her, was doing all of
extorting
those
her,
stuff. Do you get my point? So
blackmail.
it was
Yeah.
so he wanted to get to the root of it. And you know when somebody will just share maybe some things that they find about you, maybe online, and they are threatening to either say
Link it
maybe
to
they
your
say they will kill
husband
you, they will
or
do this if you don't bring money.
money.
And she stopped giving them money and she's alive till today. So sometimes being if you notice that there's a change of character and there is a change of behavior,
Yeah.
you can try to find out.
Yes, try to find out.
Sometimes you will find
In
out
that
that the person
situation,
is
you can.
cheating.
In that situation, you can actually check your partner's phone.
You may find out that the person is cheating. You leave the person.
Oh my god.
You guys break up. Everybody must have breakfast. Just collect your own in peace. So, yeah.
But for you personally, I'm sure my viewers want to know: will you check?
I don't check your phone, no. If there's
And you
anything
won't.
going
They
on
won't
with
check
you,
your own too.
share. Please don't check my phone.
And
Don't check, oh. That's what you're looking for.
you see, ah, okay, okay. Thank you very much. I'm sure my viewers understood what you said. Yeah. So let's go to the next question. Can you feel emotionally secured in a relationship where your partner is always online? So this question actually leads to the online part of
Yeah.
technology.
Yeah.
So when they're always online but rarely present with you,
Yeah.
but they're always online. Do you feel secure in those situations?
I don't. I'll feel very hurt because I like my people to be my people off camera, but I like my people to be my people, and it's very disturbing when you're always online. Who are you chatting?
Chatting.
What are you checking? Do you get? So there are times where you have to be online. Maybe you're trying to learn a new course, you're trying to do some other stuff for yourself. Those things are planned for and they can be communicated obviously. But if you're always online and I cannot tell what you're doing,
Exactly.
maybe you're not really meant for me.
There's this my friend, not me, I swear, not me. So there's this my friend that she has this
Are you sure it's not you?
she has this she's always having this reservation about guys that are
Mm.
always on social medias. Once she see you that you have like a very large number of followers, you're always posting videos,
Yeah,
social media, not your
yeah,
WhatsApp.
yeah,
WhatsApp is different. But then Instagram, TikTok,
yeah,
this my friend, she as far as she say, are you on TikTok? And you say yes, you're a red flag, a
yeah.
very big red
Imagine your
banner.
man dancing on TikTok. That
Oh,
is disturbing. That is so disturbing.
stop it. We have a lot of influencers.
Yeah,
Soft made
that's
it
true.
and co. Please don't
That's
go
true.
there.
That's true. No shade.
No shades, please.
No
But
shade.
this girl actually, she
Yeah.
can't see her. She'll be like, so I open TikTok now, see my man doing
Mm.
a challenge and
Yeah, it's
doing
disturbing.
man, she
Disturbing.
can never. And then Instagram. Then the worst of it is when you're now on Snapchat.
Snapchat. Snapchat. What
Yeah,
are you doing there?
he's now snapping pictures, he's posting on
Yeah,
Snaps
very
and
fine boy. Filter. Red
exactly,
flag.
same filters. She can never. Like I
Yeah.
said, it's my friend, not me. So
I
she
hope it's
can
not you.
never. So I know all these
Yeah.
online presence. You're always online, but
Mm-hmm.
you rarely have time for people that
Yeah.
are
That
close
really
to you. That
matters
yeah,
to
that
you,
really matters
according
to you.
to you.
Yeah, that doesn't. It just doesn't make sense. You emotionally, you feel very insecure.
Yeah.
Very, very. So how do you feel when someone is physically with you, but mentally lost in their phones. It's still the same thing we are talking about, though.
So, like I said, I'll just feel like you're not for me. What do you mean? I'm there.
You're there.
And you're pressing
You're
your phone.
enough.
Ah,
A whole you.
do you get? No. Say no.
You may no.
Yeah.
Drop that phone.
Focus on me.
Attention, attention,
Yeah.
attention.
Focus on me. And then.
Yeah, true. That is also right.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't be on your phone when I'm right there beside you. Unless we have I know some people have screen times with their couple. Once they
Yeah.
are together, they be like, okay, we are going to do press phone for like 2 3 hours, and after
Yeah.
that,
Discuss
that yeah,
it.
discuss it, have that conversation, especially when people have businesses online.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
don't talk to you for
a whole
24
24
hours.
hours. So,
Yeah.
you
So
know, there should be like
do your stuff, do my stuff.
communications. Yeah, true. So, you know, having deep conversation has been replaced with quick check-ins and good mornings and good morning text, hello, hi. So how does this impact emotional well-being?
So how deep conversations
Yes.
as sorry, I didn't get that.
How deep conversations
Okay.
has replaced the quick check-ins
Mm.
like hi, good morning. You know, how does that impact on emotional well-being?
Okay, so by deep conversation it means like having real talk.
Yeah, talking, having that
Mm.
long chat, talking about all the nonsenses, talking sense, but at the same time talking nonsense.
Yes, I feel like that's the best. That should be the foundation where most relationships are built. For
Mhm,
me, like relationship means a lot to me in
mhm.
terms of friendship, family. It means a lot, and I always want to discuss these things. Do you get? I always want to discuss things at length because I'm quite a talker. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm quite a talker. I always want to discuss these things at length, so it helps. Do you get? It helps make me feel better about myself. You know, I one thing about me, with my friends, with my partner, with anybody, I like to talk it out. Okay, so maybe for by 5 to 6, I'll be busy. I'll not be able to pick your calls. You know, real conversations.
Yeah.
I feel like it helps save your
And
relationship.
not
Yeah.
hello, good morning,
Yes,
sunshine.
that's the funny thing. Like some people even break up, like they divorce, like they are no longer together, but they have this kind of relationship that works for them because over time they've practiced
This
having deep
yeah,
conversations.
yeah,
Even when they start falling apart, they don't feel like they love
each other.
themselves anymore. They talk about it. Guy, I don't think I like you.
Again,
Do you get?
I don't think I like you again.
It sounds funny, but it happens. I've seen it a lot in movies. I don't know if it's true, but yeah, it happens.
Okay, okay. Let me not ask you what you would do in a personal situation
Okay.
because I know you are going to deviate. You've been avoiding a lot of our questions, but we'll catch you very soon. So up to the next, let's talk about online, the use of technology for online scams and all this stuff. How much of your personal information is available online,
Okay.
and could someone use it against you?
Yeah. So I'm someone that works in media,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to tell people that um people don't people will not talk about something you've not shared. Do you get?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm always telling a lot of persons that you have to be careful before somebody will talk about what you've done, your relationship. You shared it at some point. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I don't know if I can give this example, but there was a time that Basket Mouth and his
Oh,
wife
okay.
separated,
Yeah, sure.
and they were very, will I use the word professional about it? They were very adult like about it.
They were very
Yeah, they were
mature
very mature about it.
about it.
They just came, they gave their 2 cents. I and we're no
Are not
longer together.
together.
We don't need your
All the questions,
questions.
all the interview
Yeah, we don't
requests.
need it, blah blah
Nobody.
blah. But we have like a particular couple right now
That
that
is trending.
yes, they are busy showing themselves online.
Yeah.
This one will grant interviews. Some of them even set up their camera checks.
Yeah, to do
What
some things,
exactly? So
delete, say nobody has, and
exactly.
all this
Nobody
stuff.
can bully you if you don't give them the right to.
Mm.
Although sometimes some things that
That
may
you
be
would-
genuine, like you just do something innocently,
Yeah,
and people try to
twist it,
twist it. So
make it
I
what
feel like
it's
if
not.
you are going to overshare online, you
Mm-hmm.
need to have a very thick skin. If you don't, keep it in your gallery. Thank you.
Okay, so this is a very important question for everyone,
Okay.
my viewers, myself, you. So if your devices, let's say your phone, your laptops, everything you call a device, suddenly stopped working today, or there is like a ban every devices, how much of your daily life will be affected?
Ah,
You are
everything I
finished.
do. Yes, because no, I work with my phone. I do a lot of things
Yeah.
with my phone.
Yeah.
You could go a day not talking to anybody as long as I have my phone. That's bad, but it's
What
some
what do you work? What's your work?
okay. So I'm a social media and community manager.
Yeah.
So I'm always on social media. I see everything that you are doing online. Yeah, but so I work with my phone. I do everything with my phone. I
Yeah.
do research on my phone. I work with my system too, but
To
my phone is something that is always very
handy.
close to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very handy. So I don't know. My life will change. I don't know what I'll
You
do
do
next. Maybe I'll
exactly.
go back to my mommy's shop.
What exactly will you do in your movie? Like a whole lot of your life will
Yeah,
actually be
change.
affected. Me myself, I'm not actually a device person. I am rarely on phones. Anytime you see me on screen, most times is usually to see movies,
Yeah,
see
but that will
movies.
change too.
Exactly, it's going to affect it, but I really do not think it's going to like impact it that much. I think I can still function, unlike you.
I won't function.
I think I can still
Yeah.
function. Yeah, a lot of you guys will have like different opinions. That's fine. It's for everybody to just find a balance.
Yeah.
Don't just be a maniac from like you're always on
Yeah.
your phone and all those stuff.
We'll change that.
Please don't be like Faith. Although she's here today to teach us, but this is not a good example.
It's not.
So, can you truly trust technology with even the most secure system? Like when the most secure system can be hacked, can you fully trust technology?
Hmm. I'm a Nigerian
Yeah. Huh?
and we don't really put our trust on these things. Sometimes I'm always even very careful. If not that now there are a lot of things that you have to do online.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be a time I used to be very scared to either share my information online because I feel like because I'm sharing, you know too
Too
much
much.
about
Yeah.
me. Do you get? If I have to share something that belongs to me personally, and right now we save a lot of things on our phones. We save.
Yeah. A lot
Imagine a
of the
lot of
I
persons
actually
save their
yeah,
password
I
maybe in
actually
their
think
Gmail or Drive.
people trust technology a lot. I actually
Yes,
think they
they
trust,
do.
even with
They
the whole
do.
hacking
They
that
do.
they do. They hack this one, they hacks. There was this time sef that they were saying that banks are being hacked,
Yeah.
monies are being
It happened. That
transferred.
was I will not mention a certain, but one bank that I'm using like this. So they were rumoring that they hacked the bank, blah blah blah. And then I didn't have an ATM card because it was supposed to be my savings
Yeah, yeah.
account. So I didn't want to. I was in school then, so I didn't want to start withdrawing and my
Money.
money very often. So I did
Yes.
not get any ATM card. Anytime I need money, I have to go to the bank. That day, I heard that rumor. I
You
missed
ran
my class, one of my classes. I went to the bank. I took all of my
to
money.
carry on
I
your
didn't go back
money.
to the hostel because
Ah, you took all your money.
yes, I didn't have that
I
much
can
trust
imagine
that
how much
they
you
could
you had
resolve
to take.
whatever they have within them. I just took my money.
Yeah, I
My
know.
urgent to pay. Pay back.
With your full chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think a lot of us actually trust technology, like,
Mhm.
even with the whole shenanigans, everybody they hack this one. But still, even that bank you're talking about, after the day said, I know you must have gone back and
Yes,
carry your money
it's
and go
still
and put
banking
it.
with them.
Exactly. So it just shows some kind of level of trust for them,
Yes,
even with
exactly.
everything. It shows that actually our country is,
Getting better.
getting better. We are better because I know there are a lot of places in the world
Yeah,
where such accountability we will not see it. Once they say
exactly.
something has happened, it has happened. You will not
Yeah.
get any explanation. You will not get any kind of information to keep yourself with. So yeah, I think we.
As long as it's government registered, there'll be a way around it. They will.
Okay, there will be a way around it. All right, we are rounding up, guys. So, how can you use technology for safety while still maintaining trust and independency?
So I feel like the first thing would be how much do you trust technology?
Mm-hmm.
Because that would help to set the limits. Do you trust technology to save all of your details?
Yeah.
Yeah. So technology is different. Technology is not human per se. Like it's different when I'm sharing my details with my sister, my brother, my boyfriend, or whoever. Do you get? So technology is different.
Yeah.
Technology is like I'm sharing it with somebody that doesn't really know me. So I don't see the reason why this person will want to harm me.
Yeah.
Except if there's now an human factor that wants to steal some of these things. Maybe they'll now start hacking your Instagram, your socials, your
Yeah.
Gmail, your everything. But at the same time, you need to be careful. For things like Gmail and the rest, you could use like very strong passwords.
Passwords.
You could use things that, for instance, my name is Faith. You don't expect my password to be Faith.
Faith.
Do
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
understand?
Obviously.
Funnily, I could use something as Stone Circle as my password. I'm not saying that's my password. You get
Yeah.
my
Stone
point? So
Circle is a
something
strong
that
name.
does not really relate to you.
Yeah.
Do you get something that is when people think about it, if they even find out that this is your password, they'll be like, "Oh, really?"
How?
Do you get?
How did you come
So
up
you
with
can find a way to save some of these things and just know how much you trust technology, how much you are willing to share. But I can tell you, technology is improving, technology is cool. You can trust technology at least 80 to 90%. So, yeah, trust technology.
it?
But my point is just know how much you trust technology, how much you are willing to um save on some of these spaces, and ensure that some of these spaces you you know what I don't know if that comes out right, but I mean like ensure that you trust some of these spaces. So I'm not saying anybody can just go and create an app or a
Yeah.
technology tool, but anybody can go and create these things. Do you
Yeah,
get my
of
point?
course.
So ensure that some of these things are registered, they
They're
are
legit.
yes, they are very legitimate. So you don't give your information to the wrong party. You don't it's just like let's say online banks for instance. There are a lot of online banks.
Mhm.
Find the one that is trusted, that a lot of persons maybe have used, something that is more reliable. Do you get? Use it and be very careful.
Yeah.
Don't register your name.
Yeah, I think you said trust technology. I think one my late dad, God bless you, so would have loved to. I would have loved him to hear this because he's
Yeah.
one of those few people that would rather use pen and biro
Right?
to write their passwords than to save it on their Google
Yeah,
account.
yeah, yeah. You know the funny thing? My mom used to be like that. So whenever you tell her something, sorry, I'm Igbo, she will say, "Huh, if technology." Then I say,
Exact,
so at a
exactly.
point, she started welcoming the thought of technology that she will reach out to us to explain some things to her.
Yes.
When we're
So
done explaining, she goes to her friends.
and
Like,
teach them.
exactly. The other Sunday, her friend called her and she said that she lost all her contacts, blah, blah, blah. My mom was like, you know, I use the Gmail. You don't use Gmail. Like, she was, you need to see the way she was talking like one expert. I'm like,
Like
this
she
woman
said,
that we
like she's
just
a pro.
exactly. This one we just said
Telling
convincing the other day. But it's nice. It's nice that a lot of parents are now
yeah,
coming.
yeah. He
Some
will
people even
always
want to
like
use iPhones
right.
now. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
So
I'm
it's
telling you, the
nice.
other day my mom was questioning, say, this iPhone you people are even using. I say,
Exactly.
what's there? You just get it out, tell you I can say see this one.
Exactly.
So, they would rather pen down their password. They don't even
Exactly.
the worst part is that most of them don't even know how to
So
do
yeah.
those things. So if you show them, they can
Exactly.
actually take it up and improve on it.
And kids are scamming their parents.
A lot of
The young ones.
I saw one right now. The mom, I saw his kid. He's actually his kid. He was
Yeah.
like, the mom was saying, I've not been seeing a blue tick. You know the blue tick that appears on WhatsApp when
Yeah, yeah,
someone reads your
yeah,
messages.
yeah,
And I think the guy turned off his red receipts,
yeah,
obviously. And the mom wasn't seeing those blue
yeah.
tick again. And the guy said, I'll have to fix that for you. And it will cost money.
Can you
Exactly.
imagine?
And that money is
Yeah,
gone from that woman because the woman
exactly.
obviously paid and he just went and turned
Turn
off
on
his
his red
red
receipt.
receipts. So
Tried.
I like the fact that a lot of kids are growing up to be smart,
Yeah,
to
like the kids
adopt
of our
technology.
days. Very,
You just give them
very
your phone before
smart.
you know it's 10 pictures. You'll be wondering,
Yeah.
how
My
did this
2-year-old
baby,
nephew.
how did he figure it out? These days, they
Yeah.
don't even need to learn. Everything
Exactly. You don't need to
just,
teach them.
exactly, they
They are
just,
born with it. Innovation. I'm telling you, there's more to come with technology because
Uh,
the way I'm seeing like the younger generation, I think most of what we had to do. I'm not old, though, please.
you are
I'm still
old.
a Gen Z. Yeah,
Gen
but
Z.
most of the things we had to do, we had to learn them. But with them, it just seems like they are born with it. Like,
Mhm.
why are you doing all of this cool stuff at this small age? Well, yeah,
My
nice.
younger siblings came home the other day and was like, I want to learn tech. I was
Hmm.
like, Okay.
Start making the money.
Okay. Like I didn't even panic. I was like,
Yeah.
that's my baby.
I
Like,
saw this meme online when the guy like he set his children in front of um I think different laptops and he was like and catch them young or something that they will
yeah,
pay for
yeah.
their bills at this very young
Exactly,
age. So it makes
exactly.
sense.
Very young kids, and they were like, I was like, I didn't even bother asking him, where did he hear about tech? And because I
Yeah.
know the world is evolving, it's probably from school.
Yeah.
And so I know a lot of things are changing, and man, a lot of eye-opening things. So make sure your kids
Catch
start
them young.
adapting very early.
Yeah.
All right, so we're rounding up. What are the healthy boundaries that couples, family members, friends, your circle should set when it comes to technology use? The healthy boundaries.
So I feel like everything I've mentioned before
Yeah,
still
yeah, yeah.
stands in finding out how much you trust technology, give updates in because sometimes people don't want to be fully transparent.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you should be dishonest. Please be as honest as possible. But if you know you're going to be dishonest, you can give updates. Don't give misleading updates. It's better you don't share than
Share
you
at all
give
than give
misleading
misleading
updates.
updates. Yeah,
So
true,
yeah.
true. Good point. Don't give. I will never advise that.
Yeah,
If
don't
you
give
don't want to
misleading
share,
updates.
your boyfriend is calling you and you are doing one kukere
Yeah.
waka somewhere. It's better
You can
you
just
don't
even give
tell
them
him.
a vague
Yeah.
update.
You don't need
I'm
to
in
tell
Naija
him.
where you don't
Exactly.
need to know.
You don't need to tell
Yeah,
them that you're in your house when you are somewhere. In
exactly.
case something happens and this is the closest person to you
Yeah,
here in Lagos or wherever you are, and
yep.
nobody can account for your whereabouts
Mhm.
or can give any kind of details. So, guys, brings us to the end. Faith, do you have any advice for our viewers that are in relationships on how to make use of technology to stay strong,
Mm.
to keep loving, to keep, building and bonding?
Mm.
Valentine is coming.
It's true, Valentine is coming. Yeah, but the truth is,
Oh my
I really
god.
don't have any advice for you people. But the truth is, use technology right. Like I said before, give updates, try to be as transparent as possible.
Yeah.
Don't use technology in a way that will end your relationship. Yeah, so, but yeah, that's my advice.
Okay. Keeping it very short, keeping it very simple. I said Valentine is coming. I said it for a reason. All of you that are planning to do a kind of kukere waka, like I call it,
Share your location
share your locations. If not to that boy that you,
to your
you are
best
deceiving,
friend, to
share to
your
your
friend,
friends,
to your
share to your
sister,
family, anybody.
anybody.
That was so insane. Anybody share to just be
Yeah.
accountable, be responsible. It's actually responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about you. There are people that owns you. It's not just you. So be accountable. So that brings us to the end of this episode on Stone Circle Podcast. This conversation has been a very important one. Technology has changed the way we connect, the way we trust, the way we protect ourselves. But at the end of the day, true peace of mind comes from making smart choices.
Yeah.
Smart choices,
Emphasis
and
on
not
smart.
relying on screens and text and all
Mm-hmm.
this. Just smart choices. Be smart. Be wise. Be sharp. Stay jiggy.
Yeah.
Stay active. All right, guys. Thank you very much, Faith, for joining us again today,
Gracing.
for gracing our invitation, for
Yeah.
gracing our studio. Is really a lot.
Yeah.
You are a very loyal Stone Circle fan. She comes through anytime we call on her. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you for all the advices, and we are looking forward to seeing you again.
Stop.
We're looking forward to seeing you
Yeah.
often. Thank you.
Thank you.
And to my listeners, our listeners all over the world, thank you very much for tuning into Stone Circle Podcast. Remember, it's all about safety, it's all about peace of mind. So, guys, see you all in the next episode. Stone Circle out. Bye.